Today, we have a situation where the human dimension could be considered under siege.
We must develop a movement that is able to transform organizations and the society in a positive way.
This forum is one of the most important venues in the world for discussing both the theory and the practice of management.
We can create an amazing amount of opportunity for everyone if we're thoughtful and mindful.
I think it's an unbelievable collection of great thinkers. You know, they're the people here that I learned from, like Roger Martin, Rita McGrath, Bill Fisher. There's so many inspiring thinkers that I love coming back because I can learn so much from them, and it influences my thinking. So that's what I really come for, is new ideas, but also interesting questions that come up. And I think what's great this year, there were even more business leaders. So this collection, this mix, makes it really intriguing.
The environment has changed so much. The environment is now unpredictable, which means that now we have to unlearn what made us successful in the industrial era and introduce and maximize randomness and variation in the workplace.
And the point is, you can start to change bureaucracy, but you can't do it top down. You need an all-hands process where change rolls up, doesn't roll out, and where change is socially constructed.
Leading innovation is about shaping context. These leaders understand that most innovations are not the result of some individual genius having an aha moment. Their innovation comes from collections of people, collaborations of people who have diverse perspectives, diverse expertise.
The Drucker Forum is a great place where everyone can feel uncomfortable. You have to question your beliefs about what proper management is within an organization, but also how do you actually really drive a more dynamic relationship between different actors in the economy, between different types of public actors, civil society organizations, and privately organized companies. Too often we silo these questions. One is about policy, one is about management, one is about movements. The Drucker Forum is a place where these three forces can come together.
Leaders need to be mindful, they need to be selfless, and they need to have compassion. A recent study from Stanford found that our direct manager has a bigger impact on our well-being, health, and happiness than our spouse and our doctor.
If we do not believe that state intervention is required to regulate the behavior of economic players, well then businesses must take a much more holistic approach to their responsibility.
Ability to build strong relationships, comfort with direct communication, and putting themselves in the center of things. And at the time I was told over and over, those are not leadership skills, those are soft skills.
We have to look to nature. There's a lot of talk about ecosystems these days, but frankly, I don't detect any sensitivity to how ecosystems actually work. The trouble with the Cartesian framework is that it seems to think stability is the norm and that change has to be managed. In fact, in an ecosystem, it achieves stability through change and change through stability. They are involved with each other.
It's not enough to feed hungry people, and it's also not enough to teach them how to fish. You need to change the entire fishing industry.
Drucker really stands out because of the way he combined deep intellectual rigor and deep study with a very compassionate, almost activist heart to challenge some of the main issues of our time. And now we see leaders who are actually taking very bold steps and academics who are providing frameworks and ideas for those who are interested in making an impact. It's a business forum where it helps you do better business, but it doesn't believe that profits are an end in themselves, but rather a byproduct of doing the right things.